because if he doesn't, the players won't buy into his philosophy as much. It's as simple as that. But also, if you're losing games because of your philosophy, the players also will not buy into your philosophy. It's a difficult fine line to manage as a manager if you're one of these newer systematic managers rather than a pragmatic manager. It's very, very, very difficult to find that line. And we've seen that again. We saw it against Fulham. We've seen it in other games. We're seeing it now. We saw it in Everton. Wasn't going our way. We didn't really change much up. And then we see it again today against a Bournemouth side that were growing into the game. And ultimately, he made the change to bring on Reece in midfield for Lavia, who's obviously managing minutes. Both of them are, obviously. And it was probably good to see that they swapped for each other. But ultimately, Reece in midfield is just something I won't get my head around. Even though he's played minutes there, Reece James is an out-and-out, up-and-down fullback, as Maresca calls it. We all have seen just how good Reece James can be in that position. Maresca's refusal to use fullbacks, I think, is actually starting to cause him an issue. Because I don't think Semenyo scores that goal if he's playing a system that allows his fullbacks to be out-and-out, up and down. Yes, Reece didn't look that sharp against an unbelievably sharp Semenyo. And neither did Josh. And I think Josh was a little bit slow getting out to where he was. And Enzo, I don't really think helped the situation. And actually, it was pretty poor from Chelsea's point of view. But the finish from Semenyo is unbelievable to put Bournemouth 2-1 up. And that's concerning that Chelsea didn't really manage that. Maresca didn't see those kind of issues arising. He then drags Josh basically to put the blame on him and bring on Tosin when we're 2-1 down, chasing the game. I think he kills the young kid there. And I get it, football's harsh and football is horrible. And it's not a nice place to be when things are going wrong, right? But I also think there's a way to go about it. And when you're 2-1 down, you don't bring on a centre-back. I don't think you do that because I don't think Josh was having that poor a game that he needed to drag him like that. I think he could have made an attacking substitution first, allowed that player to get back into the game, and then pull Josh 5 minutes later. And then Josh wouldn't feel like it was his whole mistake. But as soon as that goal went in, he dragged him pretty much. And I don't think that's a good move. I really don't. I think it's a little bit ruthless. And I think it shows a manager who's a little bit out of control in that situation. Because I think he's lost the game there. And look, I don't think he ever got it back. I think until João Felix ultimately came on, Chelsea didn't look like they were threatening enough. I just think he added a little bit more spark that maybe concerned the Bournemouth defence a little bit as their legs were going. Ultimately, we win a free kick. Reece James absolutely digs Maresca out of a huge hole that he's dug himself and saves him.